I.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to a not quite planned, not quite ambush, but a stream I hadn't anticipated doing this morning. Oh, let me get my little overlay up. There we go. Yeah, so the President of the United States is soon, presumably, to make some remarks in the conclusion, or about the conclusion, of the 2024 election. And just thought, for the heck of it, hang out, watch the speech, make some comments, see what he has to say. I'm more curious to see if he'll take any questions and whether or not he gets Kamala Harris's name right or calls Donald Trump Kamala or something like that. But before I get into anything else, who's joining me, at least so far, this morning? Mr. X51. For once, I'm not late. Well, good. Good morning, Mr. X. Luke Skywalker 2. Oh no, this is going to be funny, isn't it? I don't know. It might be just a quick conciliatory speech. Maybe he'll just be sort of reiterating what he put out in his written statement the other day and then walking off the stage. Could be that. We'll see. John Miller, snow day. Oh my gosh, you get a snow day. Yay, snow day. Well, as long as the power stays on and you're warm. Hero Soldier, good morning to you. Michael Caruza, oh my gosh, I've said your name twice within the same week. I don't know what to do with myself. John Traxon, good morning. Who else is here? Anybody else? Is everybody in? Funtime Bats, good morning. Simon Wilkins, good morning. And thank you, Simon, for retweeting out the stream. Joel McLaughlin, good morning. Misfit, good morning. Mike Savage, blarg. Robert Pincus, good morning. Hero Soldier, thank you so much for the how's it going, Dogcat Fox. Oh, Dogcat Fox.
Whoa-wee. Whoa.
Oh, there's a tailed feature, Dogcat Fox. Thank you, Hero Soldier. Appreciate it. Tyler Davis, good morning to you. And for anybody else that I may have missed, I don't think I have, but if I have, anybody lurking or in the future, good morning. Yeah, so we got a few minutes here to hang out and kibitz a bit before Joe presumably will come out on stage. One thing I'm surprised so far, they haven't yet, at least last I checked, let me see here if they have in the recent few minutes. They haven't yet posted this stream up to the actual White House webpage. Usually they have a little preview link or something going up there, so maybe they're still waiting. It is, however, posted on YouTube, and so we'll take a look there as soon as it begins. But in the meantime, if you guys have anything you'd like to say about the election or put into the chat about it, I have a few thoughts, some of which maybe I didn't state in the 8.5-hour election stream I did the other night. So first and foremost, I will recite from a tweet I put out, which I think probably more succinctly gives my opinion on certain things. I said, a major win of the Kamala Harris loss is the rejection of a candidate who came to her position not by merit, but by demographic, who came to the nomination not by success, but by undemocratic fiat. To have such a person rise to president would be the worst precedent. That's one of the things that I'm very glad about. One of the things I was very worried about a Kamala Harris potential win. To have someone march to the Oval Office through no demonstrable merit of her own would have been terrible. Terrible role model, terrible example for the country, regardless of who was on the other side of the election. You know, you could have had anybody, Trump or anyone else on the other side of the election, to have somebody basically defaulted into the White House without a primary, without having to demonstrate any merit ahead of time. She lost her own presidential election bid. She couldn't even get her own state to back her in the primaries, and on and on. Now, you know, there's no requirement by any presidential candidate as to how or who they pick for their vice presidential running mate. It can be anybody for any reason or otherwise. So by law, there's no requirements, but by simple common sense, why would you pick Kamala Harris? Well, we know why Joe Biden picked Kamala Harris. Because of her gender. Because of her race. And if you wanted to try to stretch any logic to it elsewise, you could say, well, Kamala was the most vocally oppositional to Joe during the course of the campaign or the primaries and such, especially in the debates. And so by choosing Kamala, you're kind of trying to bring the disparate parts of the party together to run. I guess. But she wasn't even popular in her own state. If she had gotten the backing or had some really good numbers in California and also had some strangely great numbers in places like, I don't know, Utah and Arkansas or something, you could say, wow, she's got some reach and some influence in places that might help us in the election. Okay, that could work. But we already knew why he picked her before he even picked her. He was looking for a female vice presidential candidate, preferably one of color. And so like any other DEI selection, the question mark is placed over the legitimacy of her and the person choosing her and everything else. So, to have such an individual just like fail into success like that, up to the highest office of the land, would have been a disaster in and of itself. Even before we get to whatever her policies would have been, whatever her statesman-like bedside manner would have been, or diplomacy and so on, it would have been a disaster. Some more good mornings here. Texas Attorney General Secret Agent. Good morning to you. Morningstar Guitars. Good morning. Unfair Ophelia. Good morning. Jesus Fried Christ. Good morning. Real-Time Fat Man. Good morning to you. Frank Hubbard IV. Good morning. Johnny Blaze. Good morning. Where did the 81 million votes go? That's all I'm asking. I don't know. I mean, the most elected president in history, and then in the subsequent election, I guess they just sat this one out. I don't know how much I can get into that without risking YouTube's algorithms zapping me or something, so. SWD40. Good morning. But yes, we wait the countdown. Now, classically, Joe is rarely on time, so we might be here for a little while kibitzing before we actually have Joe showing up. But, Trump got the popular vote. He's now effectively been confirmed to have gotten all the swing states. I think the perhaps still slightly unofficial tally, because I was sent a graphic by Sinatra Says of the purported final map. And 312 electoral votes to 226 in favor of Trump. And he also got the popular vote. And let's see, what else is going on? What else do we have? We have failed VP candidate Tim Walz lost his home county vote to Trump. This is from the New York Post. I don't have it in front of me here, but I can put it up on the screen. But actually, maybe I can. Hold on. While we're waiting for Joe, I guess I can put up some other things just for fun's sake. Let's see. Let me stop this video from playing, because of course it has to play a video. I don't care about the video. Let's switch over to this for a moment while we wait for Joe. Yeah. Oh, let me take off the overlay for a moment. Yeah, failed Veep candidate Tim Walz couldn't even beat Trump in his home county in telling final blow. Speaking of blows, but moving on. No hometown glory here. Democratic vice presidential candidate Governor Tim Walz didn't just lose the overall election to Donald Trump, he even lost his home county to him too. President-elect Trump's overwhelmingly win. President-elect Trump's overwhelmingly win saw him net 49.6% of the vote in Minnesota's Blue Earth County, where Walz's family lived for 20 years before he was elected governor. Walz's running mate, Vice President Kamala Harris, fell short with about 48.3% of the vote. That is a reversal from 2020, when now President Biden handily won the county with 51% of the vote to Trump's 46.5%. Walz was born in Nebraska but moved to Blue Earth County as an adult, where he taught social studies and coached football at Mankato West High School. Well, there you go. So yeah, Tim Walz couldn't even carry his own county. I just get done talking about how Kamala Harris couldn't carry her own state in her presidential bid, but Tim Walz couldn't even carry his own county. Oh my gosh. So let's get that back up here for the moment. But, yep. So, more little bits and pieces coming out as time rolls on. Let's see. What else do we have in the chat here? Jesus Fried Christ. No way that Trump wins Arizona and Kerry Lake doesn't. The Dems know they can't win the presidency, so they're trying to keep the Senate as tight as possible so they can use rhinos to stymie Trump's administration. I guess we'll see. I mean, it's looking, as far as Trump having 2 years of fewer roadblocks to his agenda, it's looking pretty good so far. Both the Senate and most of the House is going Republican. That doesn't mean he'll necessarily have an easy go of it all around, because obviously there'll still be some opposition even within the Republicans to his agenda, depending on what he's trying to do. But it's going to be something. It's next couple of years are going to be wild. Absolutely wild, one way or another. Brian Morissette. Hamas is calling for an immediate end to the war after Trump victory. That'd be great. Just, lay down your arms, release your hostages, and surrender. You lost. It's been as easy as that since day one, but I guess we'll see. Let's see. What else is going on? Real-time Fat Man. Does anyone else think creepy Uncle Fonzie will actually make any sense today? Well, so long as he's reading from his teleprompter, he'll probably do okay. My only question is he going to take any, questions from the press? Oh, let's see. Do I actually have I have an official White House. Okay, let me do this instead. I'll go to the White House site for this. Currently, I'm using the YouTube one. I always feel a little more secure using the White House's own feed of it, just because I can say, well, this is a public resource. I'm not using YouTube. You can't copyright claim me on this. This is the White House. This is the people's house, right? Supposedly. Anyway, let me pull this up here. And, yeah. So, oh, wait. It's not actually live, is it? That's just a graphic. Are you kidding me? Oh, it just takes you back to the same page again. Never mind. Even the White House won't pipe in their own feed. They just take you, to YouTube. Okay. Okay, well, never mind. I tried. If anybody wants to spike me later, I tried. I tried to do it the official way. So, yeah, we're still a minute and 30 seconds out from the official start of President Biden's remarks. Let me turn down or turn off the music here, or at least get ready to. Well, I won't have it playing while he's talking. Let's see. Oh, we have some more people in chat here. Let's see. Ebony Williams. Good morning, Ebony. Hope you're doing well on this beautiful Thursday morning. Also, just as a personal plug, later on tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, will be the next TED Excellence. And I'll give you a hint at the title. The title is The Zeka Diverse Model, a New Holistic Vision for Inclusive Education. I'll talk about more of this at the TEDx stream, but yeah, there were so many buzzwords, recognizable buzzwords, that I saw in both the title and what little I glanced of the description of this one that I couldn't help but be curious. What is this, and how is it going to improve education? I guess we'll find out tonight together, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, for TED Excellence. Also, guys, before I forget, at the top of the chat box, I got a link up there to the donation page for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. So if you can donate there, please do so. And even if you can't, share that out on social media, that would be appreciated. So thank you ahead of time for that. Scanner Daffley, good morning. Anybody else I missed here before we get presumably going? Joe Biden could be on time-ish. He could be probably late. Either way, we will find out together. Tack Alpaca, good morning. And, yep, so now the waiting is the hardest part. So I'm anticipating something like a relatively conciliatory statement, one touting the free and fair election, touting the election security, also assuring that there will be no questions or debates as to the outcome. We don't want a repeat of what happened last time and something like that. But you got to think that somewhere in Joe Biden's addled brain, as the results came rolling in from the election, that he was thinking to himself, told you so. You guys shouldn't have kicked me out. I would have beaten him. You guys couldn't. Oh, here we go. Oh, next up. Okay, so we're still in a holding pattern. Still on a holding pattern. So we're just the waiting is the hardest part. All right, so at least we're more live than we were a moment ago. So it's just a matter of But anyway, yeah, I think there's some part of Joe Biden that's sort of feeling smugly satisfied that he's still he can say he's still the only candidate that ever beat Donald Trump. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to try this. You tell me if I've gotten it wrong. Ayev Nodik. And I don't even know if I'm technically pronouncing something that's like a dirty word or something, but I'm trying. Ayev. You tell me if I got it right or not. Luke Skywalker 2, good morning. Ann Bainbridge, good morning. Is this a speech where he steps down to give her the title of first female president? See, I don't know. Jeanette E. Hellis brought that up during the course of the election stream as to whether or not he would do that. I would be shocked, if he decided to end his legacy by turning over his presidency to a twice-failed presidential candidate for the closing 2.5 months or whatever of his tenure. I don't think that would happen, given Biden's ego and everything else. To what end? But, I mean, that would be crazy. That would cap off a completely crazy election cycle with even crazier decisions. But I guess we'll see. I suddenly got it. I suddenly got it. I'm slow. I apologize. I got it. I'll just leave it up there. No, I admit my mistakes. I will fully admit my my folly. It's fine. It's fine. I got it. Congratulations. You got me. Although I had my suspicions. I did have my suspicions. Jill Powers, the River Daughter, good morning. And all you wonderful scribblers. Oh, there's a good one. Yeah, it was either scribblers or scribers, because you have to subscribe. So you can all be scribers to my channel. I think that was Tailed Feature that said that. John Miller, what? Did I miss the joke? Yeah, so I thought I was trying to pronounce a foreign name, but it's really I have no dick. That's what it's. That's the name. Going back, I think of Ghostbusters. It's like, yes, sir, it's true. This man has no dick. Michael Caruza, thank you so much for the donation. Biden is late again. Truly, the first black V. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, Michael. And Raziel, good morning to you. Do svidania. Or, Hochis Yabluchny Pirozhok. That's as much Russian as I know. Would you like an apple cake? That's as extensive as my linguistic skills go. Aside from a few, smattering phrases of German or really, really bad Sicilian. Ich habe Kokain geschniffen. Jawohl. Yeah, now we're just on Biden time. We're just Biden our time until Biden comes on the stage. Let's see. Are we going to have to wait 15 minutes for Biden to wake up from his mid-morning nap? Probably. This is the holding screen from the White House, everybody. We are live. Sound is on. We're just waiting for Joe to take the podium. And the primary question is, will he take questions? And if not questions in the course of reciting his speech from the teleprompter, will he mix up Trump's name with Kamala's name, or, Colonel Sanders or something. It's possible. And the running theory, both from Jeanette E. Hellis and now Ann Bainbridge, will Joe Biden step down as president to allow Kamala Harris 2 months as being the first female president of the United States? Will he enact a willful coup or peaceful transition of power? I doubt it. But hey, I wasn't quite sure Trump was going to win the election. I went into it going like, I don't know. It was such a flashback to 2016, because in 2016 my thoughts were, well, it'll be close, but I think Hillary will probably eke it out. Just by the percentages in a couple of key states, she'll probably get enough electoral to win. And I was wrong, thankfully. And I had similar sentiments this time around too. I was like, well, I'm not sure. Things being what they are, it's possible that it could go one direction or the other, just a few thousand votes in the right state or county or something, and then everything goes sideways. But I was happily surprised, because I think a Kamala Harris presidency would have been an utter disaster in more ways than one. So I'm glad that happened. And if only for entertainment purposes overall, given what we heard from Trump in the Joe Rogan speech about who he picks to support him and what his experiences have been since then, man, these next couple of years are going to be wild. Absolutely wild. Daryl Brewer, good morning. Ebony Williams, I just had a morbid thought. What if Biden passes away a week before Trump's inauguration in January? Kamala would have the shortest presidency. And that, jeez. Well, I mean, at this point, given all the events that have occurred in the last, let's just say the last 6 months, it's been absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. 2 assassination attempts, the media doing everything they possibly can to try to convince everybody that celebrity endorsements, brat energy, camouflage hats, are swaying people's minds about the fundamentals of their existence, like the economy, like crime, like immigration, like our dealings with foreign wars. It's been, and then the cope, the absolute cope. Far be it for me to say that Joe Scarborough is a, what shall we say, a person with an even keel on any given day. But after the election, for him to start blaming Latinos and the wrong kinds of minorities for this, it's just absolutely insane. I made this a comparison on Twitter. I said, in response to Joe Scarborough going off on like, oh, it's all the racist Latinos doing this, I said, dang it, the Acolyte Season 2 isn't happening because all the racists and sexists. It's not because the Acolytes sucked in the first place. No. It's because of the fans, the toxic fans. Well, now it's the toxic voters. It's not that Kamala was a terrible candidate. It's not that she ended up in the position through shaky and sketchy means. It's not that she was a terrible communicator and an absolute buffoon every time she had to be asked a simple question. No. It's the racist voters that did it, guys. Lexi Mads, good morning to you. Cunt O'Hare, good morning to you. Wes Wolliver, good morning. It's nice to see all you guys. I know this is an odd time to start a stream, but it's an odd time for a presidential address, too. Usually these things happen in the evening. Tyre Dios, long time. I don't think I've said your name in a while, too. Boy, it's like old home week around here between Michael Caruza and Ebony Williams and Wes Wolliver and Lexi Lime. Boy, oh boy. It's old times over here. Now we're just waiting. We're biding our time. Real-time fat man. Brat energy is the dumbest, simple-minded, backward-thinking idiocy I've ever heard. You know who are Brat's children? Yeah. Do I have it handy that I can show it real quick? Hold on. I'll see if I can find it. I saved this comment. This headline, I should say. Hold on. See if I can find it before Joe shows up. Where did I put it? All right, I have a whole folder on my desktop just called Saliza Gold. that I keep all of my funny headlines and things that I've collected over the years, especially because they could become more and more relevant as time goes on. Where's Kamala? Where's that Brad Energy thing? Where did I put that? There it is. Hold on. Let me pop this up real quick. Yeah, Charlie XCX called Kamala Harris brat. Here's why that's a strong endorsement for the candidate whose meme stock is bullish. To this day, I have no idea what half those words mean. I still don't know who Charlie XCX is. I don't know what brat is supposed to mean. Meme stock is bullish. Just give me a break. What the heck is that supposed to mean? Seriously, I'm shocked. I'm shocked and appalled is what I am. But, yeah, brat energy. And that's a CNN article, by the way. That is so kooky. Utterly kooky. What else? While we're waiting here for Joe to show up. There was something from Chris Cillizza earlier this week that I found particularly funny. Where did I put that now? Oh, here it is. Yeah, so just the other day at his last speech, Chris Cillizza, our favorite friend at CNN, he had this to say. For his closing message, Trump is repeating claims that his campaign was spied on and bringing up Mueller's testimony. We're totally exonerated. And Chris Cillizza's take was, the last 10 days of his campaign have been incredibly bad. Unfocused, off-message, ranting, like Kamala Harris couldn't have scripted it better. Oh, poor Chris. Poor Chris. Poor Chris. And also, just to rub a little extra salt in the proverbial wound there. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, Chris is known for his objectivity, as we know. And he's really shown it in the last couple of days, in particular where he was talking about the election results. And, the presidency went to Trump, Senate's going to Trump. He said that the only bright spot was that it looks like the House might not be going Republican. And, of course, as we know from Chris Cillizza, let me say for the billionth time, reporters don't root for a side. Period. Now, I suppose Chris might be able to claim that he's no longer a reporter, since he's not employed as one. So maybe he's just decided that, objectivity as a quasi-commentator is out the window, which is fine. I just find it interesting. I don't like feeling like I'm performing a filler episode in a bad streaming series, but we're waiting on Joe. Joe was supposed to start 13 minutes ago. He's still shuffling up from his nap, I suppose. Oh, well. Let's see. Oh, I see somebody else here. Who else is here? Hold on a second. Come on, chat. Catch up. There we go. Bridget. Good morning. It was condescending and unnatural. Trump memes were organic, at least. Yeah, the whole brat thing, especially when you see, like, CNN promoting meme celebrity nonsense. Lexi Lime is going to educate me. Charlie XCX is a singer. I think I got that much. Her album Brat blew up this summer, rightfully. It's an excellent album, but that's the Brat summer meme. She took over the interview webs via Gen Z. Apple is a real mindworm. I'll take your word for it. Somehow I've survived the entire summer not hearing a single note of Charlie XCX or Chappell or Sabrina Carpenter. Is it Sabrina Carpenter? All these celebrities that I'm suddenly being told are meaningful when I've never heard of them before, and they seem so manufactured and instantaneous. Like they were TikTok stars 3 months ago, and now suddenly they're supposed to be taken seriously as commentators on Society or something. I don't know. Let's see. I'm just going to say Ive. When you say Brad, I think of the type of woman who talks too loud and might key your car. I think of a child. That's all I think of. But whatever. Every singer wants to be like Neo Madonna or Lady Gaga now. It's the only way. It's like, I'm Brat. My little monsters. Y'all are brats. You got brat energy. Let's see. Jill Powers. A squirrel showed up on stage at Howard University right before Kamala came out yesterday. Haha, God has a sense of humor. Man, Peanut. I don't know if Peanut swayed the election, but it certainly probably didn't help Kamala. Peanut. Rest in peanut. Come on, Joe. We're waiting. Do they have to give you your B12 shot or something? Yeah, I watched Kamala Harris's quote-unquote concession speech yesterday. It felt more sorry, not sorry than anything else. You know, it's like, we'll take the fight forward. What is she going to do, do you think? I think that after she's out of office, she will end up one of two positions. She'll either be a board member at Howard University, honorary chair or something like that, or she'll have a professorship there at some point in the future. Other than that, I'm trying to think, like, what has Mike Pence done since being vice president? What did Joe Biden do after he was not vice president anymore? I guess go on speaking tours or write a book or something, or I don't know. But I think, I mean, as far as her post-political career, Joe Biden did her the greatest favor by making her vice president, because if she had gone nowhere else after her presidential run in 2019, yeah, you wouldn't have heard it from her again. She would have been a footnote. She would have been off doing consultation work or something. Wes Welder, or alternate host on the... Oh, yeah, that's... I hadn't thought about that. Yeah. I don't know. She might do an interview show or some other kind of series or something. Get a Netflix special. See, get her stunning political insight. I don't know. Come on, Joe. I mean, I can talk quite a while now. My 8.5-hour election stream has proven to me that, you know, when I pace myself, my vocal cords can survive quite a lot of waiting, but all the same, I'd prefer to listen to you, Joe. I came here for you, Joe. I want to hear what you have to say about the results of the election. I really want to have you take questions from the press. Really, really, truly, truly. Oh, boy. Let's see. Lexi Lime Scribbles. Check general chat on Discord. I uploaded Joe's post-election remarks. Yeah, he did put out a official statement. But sure, let me go check that out. Oh, wait. Oh, you have an AI thing? Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, geez. Okay. I don't know if I can play that on the air. Thank you, Lexi. Yeah, by the way, speaking of the Discord server, for those of you that are here that haven't yet joined the Discord server, let me give you a link to said Discord server, where everybody has a good chat, a good laugh here and there, sharing stuff and discussing various things. There's a link in the chat right now to the Discord server. All you have to do is click on that link. You'll find yourself on the landing channel called Say Hello. And in addition to saying hello, you just have to say the secret word. The secret word will tell me that you actually watch the stream, are not a robot, and have thus earned the right, the privilege, the entitlement to join the Discord server. Today's secret word is waiting. It's just say hello, waiting, and I'll know that you watch the stream. And you can join in on all that. Also, a reminder for anybody else that's joined in late, well, not late, we're still waiting for Joe, but at the top of the chat box, there's a link there to the donation page for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Please take a look at that if you can, and donate if you're able, or share it otherwise. Good morning, always lost on nothing else, and Payar DeBayar. Good morning. Oh, and always lost says, come on, we're not playing bingo. Yeah, it's true, I don't have a bingo card for a Joe statement. I don't know that I should have ever prepared such a thing, but there you go. Cryptic. Good morning to you. Disco or Discord? Well, if you want to dance while being on the Discord server, I won't complain. And Pendacolima? She was senator, so she would have gone back to Cali politics. Well, there is some thought there is a rumor that she may try to run for governor of California next time. Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be something? If she ran for governor and Newsom ran for president or something, oh man. That'd be cray-cray. That'd be like brat energy cray-cray, wouldn't it? Y'all? Yeah. Joe McLaughlin, bye-bye Chuck Schumer, Senate Majority Leader. Yeah. Man, I wonder, yeah, there's... I tell you what, the first 100 days alone of Trump's presidency, second presidency, is going to be crazy. Who knows what he's going to do? And then what are the Republicans going to do with that much leverage in the first 2 years? Boy, oh boy. Jeez. Elon Musk whispering in Trump's ear. Oh, man. I can only hope we end up on the moon before the end of Trump's second presidency. I mean, besides myself, obviously, because I already live on the moon. But I mean, like, actually have moon base. Make moon base a priority, I tell you what. Moon base. Let's see. Real-time Fat Man. Scribe, you sound like me when I try to be cool and down with the homies. Yeah, well, I make no claims to be hip with the kids these days. I'm realizing more and more just how I'm entering my era, so to speak. But I don't know. I try to remain relatively relevant. But at some point, all of my references are going to go by the wayside, and I won't know what anybody's talking about. Of course, I feel it every time I see one of those neo-celebrities on Twitter or something. It's like, Chapel Roan just said this, that, or the other. And I'm like, who the heck is that? Or some big headline says, oh, this TV show is getting its third season. I'm like, I've never heard of that before. I mean, my brain is still from an era, in a lot of ways, that when there was only like 4 networks. And 12 channels you could get on. So the glut of information. I walk by a Redbox and I see all these movie titles starring recognizable faces and names that I'm like, when did that come out? Never heard of them before because it's all like direct-to-video or they had like a week theatrical release somewhere. And by week, I mean either in the time frame or in the potency. But, Lexi Lime, I will help you. I may be almost 41, baby, but I'm still down with the fellow children-ish. Yeah, I know. I'm going to be 46 next year. Oh, man. Yep, no, I just answered that question. Yeah, I'm 45 now, 46 next year. I don't look it, though. Here, this is the thing that I'm at least glad for. At least, and maybe it's, I don't think it's mild narcissism or anything. I see people on TV shows or interviews and everything where it's like, or especially like crime stories and things, it's like, I'm 35 years old, and I'd look at that person and think, boy, oh boy, that is a country unpaved mile of 35 years old right there. It's like, holy cats. That's 35. I'm looking good for 45 then. Let's see. 46. I'm actually younger than a YouTuber I watch. I know. Most of the YouTubers are... Oh, who's this? Silence in a proper young man. Yes, that's me, a proper young man. Sinatra, you want to join in? Are you doing something on your own? I'm happy to send you a link. Let's see. Ooh, what's this? Well, I got a message from Satsu 2 Cents. Hold on. 1 second here, pardon me. Hopefully, show's not going to start while I'm doing this. Let's see. You're ridiculous lunatic. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. He's jogging down the road. Oh my gosh, look at him. Here he comes, everybody. Here comes Joe. Let me turn off the music. Here comes Joe. Oh, Joe takes off his glasses. Oh, it must be the start of CIS Miami. Here we go.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Thank you. Please. Thank you. Good to see this cabinet and the staff together here.
No worries, Sinatra. Take care.
Thank you.
All right, here we go. Come on. Yeah, woo. Woo.
Thank you. Please.
Yeah. Come on, get on with it.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. It's good to see you all. Particularly good to see my granddaughter sitting in the front row here.
Yeah.
How are you, honey?
Yeah.
For over 200 years,
Yes.
America has carried on the greatest experiment in self-government in the history of the world.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not hyperbole, that's a fact.
Is it?
We're the people. The people vote and choose their own leaders, and they do it peacefully.
Uh-huh.
And we're in a democracy.
Yeah.
The will of the people always prevails.
Does it, though?
Yesterday, I spoke with President-elect Trump to congratulate him on his victory.
Yeah.
And I assured him that I'd direct my entire administration to work with his team to ensure a peaceful and orderly transition. That's what the American people deserve. Yesterday, I also spoke with Vice President Harris. She's been a partner and a public servant.
Well,
She ran an inspiring campaign, and everyone
no, she
got to
didn't.
see something that I learned early on to respect so much.
No, you
Her
didn't.
character.
Yeah.
She has a backbone like a ramrod. She has great character, true
No,
character.
she doesn't. Well, she didn't
She gave
demonstrate
her whole
it.
heart and effort, and she and her entire team should be proud of the campaign they ran. You know, the struggle for the soul of America, since our very founding,
Yeah.
has always been an ongoing debate and still vital today.
Yeah.
I know for some people, it's a
Some.
time for victory, to state the obvious. For
Uh-huh.
others, it's a time of loss.
Oh.
Campaigns are contests of
Yeah.
competing visions.
You know,
The country chooses one or the other.
if there was a vision
We
on one
accept the
side.
choice the country made. I've said many times, you can't love your country only when you win. You can't love your neighbor only when you agree.
Okay.
Something I hope we can do no matter who you voted for.
No, even though half the
See each other
country's
not as adversaries,
National Socialists from
but as
1930s
fellow
Germany.
Americans. Bring down the temperature. I also hope we can lay to rest the question about the integrity of the American electoral system.
Well,
It is
no.
honest, it is fair, and
Yeah.
it is transparent,
Well,
and it can be trusted,
oh,
win or lose.
yeah.
I also hope we can restore the respect for all our election workers who busted their necks and took risks at the outset.
Busted their necks.
We should thank them. Thank them for staffing voting sites, counting the votes,
Are you going to take back the
protecting
trash
the very
comment, Joe?
integrity of the election.
Uh-huh.
Many of them are volunteers who do it simply out of love for their country.
Simply.
And as they did their duty as citizens, I will do my duty as president.
Good.
I'll fulfill my oath, and I will honor the Constitution.
Uh-huh.
On January 20th, we'll have a peaceful transfer of power here in America. To all our incredible staff, supporters, cabinet members, all the people who've been hanging out with me for the last 4 years, God love you, as my mother would say.
Blah.
Thank you so much. You put so much into the past 4 years. I know it's a difficult time.
Thank you, John
You're
Miller.
hurting. I hear you and I see you. But don't forget all that we accomplished. It's been an historic presidency.
Take back the
Not because I'm
trash.
president, because what we've done.
What have you done? What'd you do?
Presidency for all Americans.
Really?
Much of the work we've done
Yeah.
is already being felt by the American people, but the vast majority of it will not be felt over the next 10 years.
Oh.
We
How
have
convenient.
We have legislation we passed.
Yeah.
It's
Like?
just only now just really kicking in.
Like?
We're going to see over $1 trillion worth of infrastructure work done. Changing people's lives in rural communities and communities that are in real difficulty. Because it takes time to get it done. And so much more. It's going to take time.
Oh my
But
gosh.
it's there.
Ah.
The road ahead is clear, assuming we sustain it.
Uh-huh.
There's so much we can get done.
Okay.
And will get done based on the way
Okay.
the legislation was passed.
Yes, okay,
And
Joe.
it's truly historic.
It is.
You know, we're leaving behind the strongest economy in the world. I know people are still hurting, but things are changing rapidly. Together, we've changed America for the better.
Oh, we have?
Now we have 74 days to finish the term,
Yeah.
our term.
Our turn.
Let's make every day count.
How?
That's the responsibility we have to the American people.
Uh-huh.
Look, folks, you all know it in your lives.
Know what? What do I know?
Setbacks are unavoidable.
Like what?
Giving up is unforgivable.
Oh.
Setbacks are unavoidable, but giving up is unforgivable.
Say it again.
We all get knocked down. But the measure of our
But then you get
character,
up
my
again.
dad would say,
You're
is how
never gonna
quickly
keep
we
me
get
down.
back up. Remember, a defeat does not mean we are defeated. We lost this battle.
No, we didn't. We
America,
won. American
your
democracy succeeded, right,
It's
Joe?
calling for you to get back up.
Uh,
That's the story of America for over 240 years and counting.
yeah.
It's a story for all of us, not just some of us. The American experiment endures. We're going to be okay,
Oh,
but
thanks,
we
Joe.
need to stay engaged.
Uh-oh.
We need to keep going.
How so?
And above all, we need to keep the faith. I'm so proud to have worked with all of you.
Uh-huh.
I really mean it.
Yeah.
I sincerely mean it.
Take questions, Joe.
God bless you all.
Take questions.
God bless America. And may God protect our troops. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Take questions, Joe. No, I want questions. Oh, man, he blows a kiss to his granddaughter, and then okay, well, that was anticlimactic. Not an experience that I am used to in my personal life, let me tell you. Well, I'll take a minute or three here for whatever you guys want to talk about, and then we'll wrap things up. I guess that's about it. Joel McLaughlin, so much hubris. That's been the primary, driver of his campaign. Lexi Lime, you finally realize you have a responsibility to the American peoples, Brandon? Yeah, I know. Corey Suzuki, good morning to you, and hello. Let's see. Always lost on nothing else. This is hilarious. I feel like I'm being downplayed by my father. Yeah, it is a little bit like talking down to. It's like, hey, guys, it's okay. We might have lost, but it'll be all right. You know all the stuff that I've done? Well, you're not seeing it now, but trust me, 10 years from now, you'll see it. You'll see it, guys. Just wait 10 years. That's all. That's all you gotta do. I'm not thinking about the present. I'm thinking about the future, guys. It's all right. Avshara. Grastus. And here I was thinking, Johnsonville Brats! And it was fitting for camel toe. Whoa. Jill Powers. He smells children. Is that sort of like The Sixth Sense, but like Joe Biden edition? I smell children. Or like fee fi fo fum or something. Yeah, that was short. And also useless. What a pointless statement. And not taking any questions from the press or anything. What was the point of that? Everybody gathered on the lawn to listen to you yap for 5 minutes? Great, thanks, Joe. Boy, oh boy. Lexi Lime, I would love him to take questions for once. Why didn't he say pause? I wanted that again. Yeah. Pause for applause. I'll give him this. He was coherent throughout the deal. He only sort of in a couple of places, and didn't switch out Kamala's name with Trump or Putin or something. So there we go. Jesus fried Christ. Quick, cut the feed before he wanders around. Yeah. We'll never know. We'll never know if he started looking for Easter eggs after this. And Payardi Bayar, cringe a little bit. Let's see who else is here. Mike Savage. I blinked. Did Biden come out and say something yet? Yeah, no, he was here and gone. That was it. Squizziles. In all honesty, I'm surprised you remembered he was even president. Well, there's that too. And good morning, Stevie J. Hair sniffer in chief. Yeah, we're all gonna miss Sniffy Joe. When the time comes, he exits the presidential stage. No more Sniffy Joe. Just memories. But anyway, there you go, guys. That is the presidential comments on the after election. Remember, this was a completely fair election. We're having a peaceful transition of power. Everybody who lost, you need to calm down and keep going, guys. Don't give up. Don't give up. Never surrender. Kamala Harris is going to continue the fight. Remember, yesterday she said she's going to continue to fight. Fight what and how? What are you going to do, Kamala? You're going to make a gubernatorial run in California? You're going to become a professor of law at Howard University? I don't know. But I do know what is going to happen tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern on this channel, TED Excellence. We're going to take a look at an educational plan, the Zeka Diverse Model, a holistic vision for inclusive education. What does any of that mean? I have no idea, but let's find out together tonight, shall we? So one more time, I'll give out the link to the Discord server. Let me grab that for you. Put that in the chat. If you'd like to join the Discord server, just click on that link, and in the resulting channel you find yourself in, just say, hello, waiting, and I'll know that you watched the stream. Elsewise, everybody, hope you have a good rest of your Thursday morning. Hope to see you Thursday evening. I hope you're all safe and well. If you're not well, please get well soon. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.